Genuinely, okay, so with the Hunger Games, if I am reading the book or if I'm watching the movie, or even if I was I was trying to watch a video recently that was like a lesbian talking about she was doing literary analysis of the Hunger Games, and she was talking about the kind of post-credits scene, or whatever you want to call it, the epilogue, and how, spoiler alert, Katniss ends up with Peeta and they have babies. And she was like discussing, is this something that doesn't make sense for her character? Because she does say at the beginning of the series multiple times that she does not want to have kids. But she says that in the context of the Hunger Games existing. So of course, you don't want your kids to end up going in the Hunger Games. And so I was trying to watch this video and I couldn't. I was crying so easily because of Rue and Primrose. It just was really like the scene in the movie where Rue is dying and she asks Katniss to sing for her. I'm like, I genuinely can't with this. I'm like, I am gonna cry so hard. I feel like the movies do a pretty good job of adapting the books. So I personally think that you wouldn't really be missing anything if you watched the movies and then read the books. I was originally disappointed that she does end up settling down with Peeta. I mean, so here's my argument for Peeta, as opposed to like Gale, because that's the person that people always contrast this against. Katniss never wanted to be in a war. She wanted to live a peaceful life. Gale wanted to fight back. He wanted to be a soldier in a way. And there is also something to be said for the fact that I don't know if you can relate to anybody anymore if you have been through the Hunger Games. And it's that's not the only relationship we know of in the series where it's two victors end up together. Fennec and Annie, prominent example. Like when victors end up in relationships, it is not uncommon necessarily or unheard of for them to end up with other victors, because who else can fucking understand you? It's not just the oppression of living in the district. It's not just being food insecure. It's not just trying to make ends meet. It's not just living under fascism. It's the battle royale. Yes, she shares parentification with Gale, because Gale's dad died and he's like the man of the house and he's got like 5 younger siblings or something. And Katniss is parentified because her dad died and then her mom went catatonic, and so she became the person who was taking care of her sister. They share parentification, but they don't share the experience of being in the games, of going to the Capitol, going to the games twice, and then like fighting a war together. Because I guess Gale is there for the part where they're like making their assault on the Capitol. But yeah, I think it makes perfect sense. And Katniss originally said that she didn't want to have kids. But yeah, it was a desire to not have that ripped away from you. And so once the world doesn't have that in it anymore, when she allows herself to relax and really think about like, what does she actually want? She wants someone soft. She wants someone who ties her back to her humanity, and they share so many experiences that like it makes sense to me that she ends up with Peeta. And I don't think it's a bad thing for her to evolve as a character on wanting to have children. I don't think that makes her like, yeah, what was it? It was like barefoot and something. Okay, yeah, so the video, I just want to shout it out because I think it was a really great video. I just couldn't watch it because I fucking kept crying. So this channel is Ofi Doki. She has 15,000 subscribers, and I thought this video was very good. It's an hour 44-minute video called "Is Katniss Everdeen Less Feminist for Having Babies? The Hunger Games Epilogue Analysis Deep Dive." Highly recommend it. She said something at the beginning. I commented on it. She says, she said at the beginning she's a lesbian feminist, and that's the angle she's coming at this from. And I like 13 minutes in, and I just clocked all the Chapel Roans behind you. She's just got like a wall of Chapel Roans behind her, which I was like, yeah, lesbian feminist indeed. Very, very good video. Barefoot and Gregnant. True. I think also her trying to deprogram Peeta from, yeah, because the Capitol like brainwashes Peeta. She's trying to deprogram him, and that gives them an even tighter sense of closeness. Wasn't Gale also in on the plot that killed Prim? Hell yeah, dude. Yeah, so Katniss's little sister dies toward the end, and it's because Gale had created this plan of like setting off one bomb, and then all the medics rush in, and then setting off a second bomb, and Prim dies because of that. He wasn't like part of the decision-making process, but it was his idea, and so she kind of blames him for her sister's death, which I don't think is necessarily wrong to do. I kind of get it. I mean, I don't want to be clear that when I was younger, I was very much on the side of like, why would you not end up with Gale? This is like an evolved opinion as I have thought about it more over time. Like it makes more sense to me now for her to end up with Peeta. The Hunger Games helped with my PTSD because of the way Peeta talks about the Tracker Jacker memories. It genuinely helped me sort through trauma memories. Hell yeah, that's awesome. I love that. Dude, the woman made the decision to have a baby for whatever reason. She is still a feminist if she ever was. Having babies isn't anti-feminist. Is it just being human that likes and wanted kids in the end? It's feminist to think it's fine for women to have or not have babies as they wish. Yeah, I agree that this kind of comes from a relatively surface level analysis point of view. The whole like, oh, well, it turns out Katniss just became like a mommy, and that's her whole identity after the games. But I think that kind of ignores like the literary symbolism of children. This is why I had to stop watching this video. The literary symbolism of children, it's not even about her personal decision to have children or not. It's about being able to have hope for the future. Because that's like, I think that that's the difference between Katniss at the beginning of the series and Katniss at the end of the series, is that at the beginning of the series, she doesn't have any hope for the future. She's just trying to get herself and her sister past the age of being in the Hunger Games or having your name drawn or whatever. And she's not able to imagine herself like settling down with someone, getting married. She's not thinking about boys in that way. She's thinking very utilitarian, like, how do I get food on the table today? What do I do right now? I'm not thinking about the future. She's not hopeful. Gale in the beginning of the series tries to get her to leave the district and like go north and go somewhere else. She doesn't want to do that. Not because like she's worried about getting in trouble, but I mean, you would. If you tried to leave the districts, you would get in trouble because Panem owns you. You are a slave. It's because she doesn't have any hope for the future. She can't imagine living somewhere else. She can't imagine there being anywhere or any way for her to be outside the control of, I don't even know if it's fascism. I don't even know if that's what you can call it, but like, let's just say fascism as a stand-in for like deeply authoritarian and punitive government. So what, yeah, like her wanting to have babies at the end and her choosing to have children at the end, like the children represent the future. Being able to imagine yourself in the future, like participating in building the future. That is what it represents. So it's not even about like, is her decision feminist or not? It's like, can a person through a set of experiences come to have a deeper appreciation for like the next generation, you know, trying to create a good life. Katniss never wanted to create a good life before, and now she does. Gale way hotter. Well, it's okay. The actor, yeah, of course. Is it Liam Hemsworth? I think Liam Hemsworth is a good looking guy. I don't think Josh Hutcherson is a bad looking guy, but I do think I like Gale. Earnestly, I can't fucking talk about the Hunger Games without crying. I'm like, I mean, I can talk about it without crying, but once you get into the whole, like, what is the symbolism of this in terms of, like, the children in the series and the fact that Katniss is a child, but she has been forced to grow up faster, and then, like, children die in it. Like, oh my God, it fucks me up so hard. Oh, someone in the comments points out that there are so many times in the series where Katniss is drawn to children and she is naturally a maternal figure. So it does make sense that she would eventually want children, even though she said she didn't want to have children. That's a good point. It's gonna be time to thank my patron supporters. Thank you so much to Ing Marie, Ali T, Elvie Nobody, Bo E, Tiago Nascimento, Mersh Rolvag, In a Box, Sarah A, Wellington Marcus, Michelle Frateroli, Michelle Winter, Danielle McDonald, DZXN, Suzanne Maynard, Jamie Jam, Nova, Sojo, Desi Quiche, Kevin Young, Celeste, Liam Hodgson, Mr. Atheist, Athiette, and Amanda B.